Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage new National Marketing Director, Amanda Wright.
You're a soldier, choosing your battle. Pick yourself up and dust yourself off and back in the saddle. You're on the front line, everyone's watching. You know it's serious, we're getting closer, this isn't over. The pressure's
Wow. I am so honored to be here today as a new National Marketing Director. Big breath. I can tell you it's still a bit surreal, but it feels really good. I want to start my short story by sharing one of my favorite quotes, and that's by the late Steve Jobs. Steve said, "You cannot connect the dots of your life looking forward. You can only connect them by looking backwards. You have to trust that somehow your dots will connect." So I have the unique privilege and honor today to actually look back and see how my dots have connected, to see how a few meaningful moments have led me here. And my hope is that you will start thinking of your dots and trust that they are connecting just as they should. So my first dot was really just saying yes to these products in this business. I was not looking for either. In fact, it was really random. John was at a conference. This is my husband, John. I don't know if I introduced him, but his first conference, and he's loving this, so. John was at a conference in Chicago. He sat down next to a woman named Laura from Germany, who was on Linda Evenden's team in Australia. So a few links there. Laura shared the products with John. He came home and shared them with me, and we ordered. I signed up for the business just to get a discount. So you can imagine, now looking backwards, how crazy that one conversation, how amazing it was and what it led me to. Not only did Laura lead me to some of the most amazing global leaders in this business, but that conversation also changed our health. I signed up for the Children's Health Study really just to get some more fruits and veggies in my little boys. And as a physical therapist, I have always put a high level on my health. But what I can tell you 5 years later, 5 years, 4.5, is that our health is at a whole other level. My son Jake, who's 10, he's off the nebulizers, his asthma's almost completely gone. My boys have traded in their sick days for wellness days, which they love. John and I feel younger in our 40s than we did in our 30s. And I threw away my contact lenses. For all you glass wearers out there, I threw them away after 20 years of wearing them. So we love our Juice Plus. My second dot was saying yes to a conference like this in 2013. I got an invitation from Linda. She called me up. I knew no one else that was part of Juice Plus. I'd only talked to Linda a handful of times. She made it sound pretty fun. She mentioned a dress and a party, and I said yes. I booked my ticket, and I was here. Looking back, I know I was a pretty tired mom that really needed a weekend away. But I was also in a career that no longer fulfilled me. I was hungry for change and inspiration. I'm sure there's a few of you out there that feel that. I knew I needed something more. I was meant for something more. So you can imagine what happened when I walked in this room. I met you guys. I met people who were tuned in and turned on and passionate and excited about what they were up to. Like, where have you been my whole life? I've been waiting for you. You guys were not settling for the default life. I didn't know I wanted to be NMD that conference, but I knew I wanted to stay connected to this room. Coming to conference was a game changer. My third dot is a little bit crazy, and that was saying yes to moving to Uganda in 2015. So we knew it was going to be a great adventure for our boys, lots of safaris. It was going to be a great opportunity for John's career. But I was just a sales coordinator, and I had no idea how I was going to grow this business in a place that didn't offer the franchise or the products. Uganda is a really cool place, and if you can go, please go and visit. You can raft the Nile, you can hike with the gorillas, but it's not so much known for its electricity, its mail system, or internet. So you can imagine how it just blows me away now, looking backwards, to see that moving that far away was actually the fuel that I needed to say yes to this business, to fully commit. Because I got there and I was lonely and I was isolated and I needed this room. I needed you guys even more. So I had to do a couple things. I had to decide I was worth it, and I had to decide I could do it, and then I had to get to work. So I hosted Zoom calls all hours of the day and night. I flew to Dubai 3 times to build a team there. I made sure that I was at conference every time. And as it turns out, Uganda was like the perfect place to build an NMD team. So if you want to go there, it's a great place to build an NMD team. So I have so many people to thank on this journey. Of course, I want to thank this guy to my right, John. He flew 30 hours this week to be by my side. Thank you, John, for your love and for your support. And we have 2 little boys back home, Jake and Carson. They're 8 and 10. They would have loved to have been on this stage, but mommy chose school over 2 weeks off. But I just want to say to my little boys, I love you and I miss you, and thank you for helping one of my dreams come true. And to my team, the Good Vibe Tribe, you guys are shiny dots in my story. Thank you for the team culture that you're creating. Thank you for being independent leaders. Talk about independent, right? I'm living in another continent. I just can't wait for each of you to be on this stage. And to my upline mentors, Linda and Lauren and Cheryl and Jeff, I hit the jackpot. You guys started connecting dots way before I was part of your story, and thank you for doing that. And to our original dot, where is he? I don't know if he's in the room, Jay Martin. Thank you for your vision and your dedication to our company. So in closing, what I want to say is that I really want to share the picture that's emerged from these dots. And that's the changes that I've noticed in myself. I am not the same person that started this 4.5 years ago. I am braver and stronger and more confident. Heck, I'm on this stage. I found my voice, I know my passion and purpose, and I believe in my potential. And I think these are things, dare I say, even more valuable than fruits and vegetables in a capsule. So yeah, so here's my advice to you. You've said yes to some things to get you in this room. Keep saying yes. Your dots are connecting. Trust that they are. Trust that something is ahead of you. Keep saying yes to things that scare you. Keep saying yes to your fears. Follow your intuition. We've got a lot of people to help, and the future is incredibly bright for all of us. Thank you.